Hey, welcome to TrueDIY TV. I am sitting here with my buddy Travis Shettel of the band Piebald and TS and the Past Haunts.
Well, how's your mom? Great, thanks for asking.
Guile.
Oh, jeez. Where is everybody?
I don't know. I missed them. So we just got back 10 days in Germany and Belgium on tour with Piebald. And before we jump into some of the more like current things that you're doing in LA, I just want to see if there's anything on that tour you want to touch on or anything.
No, but it was a lot of fun. You were there. You experienced it. It was a good time. Really fun shows, especially Cologne and Hamburg. They were both awesome, and Groezrock was totally flattering as well.
Yeah,
but,
flattering's a good word.
Yep, but it was awesome. It was a really fun time, and no one hates each other.
In fact, I think we love each other even
maybe more. Yeah, it's possible.
It's possible. It happened.
It happened. It's a reality.
Now that we came back from this tour and it was awesome, would you ever consider doing it again if things made sense down the road?
Yeah, absolutely. I have a feeling that it'll be part of our existence for years to come as, humans, as the four of us, and, I'm sure we're going to play shows here and there. I don't think we'd write new music, but I'll never say never, and I think we'll keep it more at like play some shows here and there type of area, So.
Just see how it goes.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Moment by moment, or year by year, I should say, because it
It's a good
seems
point.
like that's how it's going.
It has been. So now you currently live in LA, right?
That is true.
And your new project that you're working on right now is your solo stuff that you now have built a band around called TS and the Past Haunts.
Yes.
Now, what's going on with that?
Well, we just recorded a record the first week of March. It's being mixed now, and I think by the end of May we'll have it mixed. Our friend Sean Foy is mixing it. We had a digital EP come out, I think it was the very end of March, because now we're at the very end of April, and that was 4 songs, but you've maybe heard those before from like a little while back, but they got remixed and remastered, and that came out, so we're anticipating the album, a full-length album, and it's pretty exciting. We tracked pretty much live. It was a really fun time for a week in Sacramento.
Really?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, it was awesome.
How are you guys putting it out?
It's coming out on a label called No Sleep, who also remixed and remastered the EP stuff.
Oh, okay.
This guy Chris and Chase run the label over there. They're out of Huntington Beach, and I contacted them, and they seemed psyched to be involved with the project, and happened from there.
Is there a release date planned for it or anything like that?
Not yet. I think we still need like some real artwork, and I think once the mixing is kind of more closer to being finished, then we can probably announce a release date. But they've said summer, and I sort of push it to late summer because I feel like we just want to make sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no rush.
Right, exactly.
Right? What about touring?
I would love to tour, and they're down to tour. Both my other bandmates are musicians in their own right and have their own bands. So we just need to work out some sort of schedule, but they are down with the idea of hitting the road and playing these tunes.
That's great.
So it's pretty exciting.
So there was one time I caught you in LA. You had I bought a TS and the Past Haunts record from you there, the rough one.
Yeah.
I think the original one. And you had done a lot of customization on those covers, right? I think you and Lydia had stayed
sat
up.
down. We made I think all in all, I probably made almost 200 versions of that CD.
They were all unique, all different covers.
Yeah.
I thought that was a really cool, a unique DIY approach to that.
It was time-consuming, but I think worth it. And I think, if you got one, you sort of remembered that you got one, which made it nice. So I think it was a cool endeavor. It's kind of like what Piebald would have done when we first started, make a screen, buy some blank things, put it together, and just get it to anybody who really cares, whether they're giving you a couple bucks or not, So I think, something that's a little more personalized, it adds a little, oh, I got a unique one it doesn't look like any of the other ones, and the other ones don't look like this one, and it was a fun little project.
That's great.
Yeah.
Are you going to do anything like that for this upcoming record, you think? Even sampler style or something?
Maybe, or maybe some sort of EP can be a little more personalized.
Or maybe the ones that you send out to people in particular or something?
Yeah, I haven't really put too much thought into it. But I hope they have a little more of a professional air than the things I was making. You know, I think that would be nicer for a real, like the true album.
So while you're in LA, you're also in a band with Aaron Stuart from Piebald.
Yes.
That's his band called The Hunting Accident.
Yes.
What do you do in that band?
I play guitar. I was playing keys and guitar for a while, but we got a permanent keys player, so now I just play guitar. And Nate and Aaron share the singing duties. Nate writes most of the songs. He was in a band called Arlo. They were on Sub Pop for a little while. I think they put out 2 records on Sub Pop, probably the early 2000s, I want to say. But yeah, Nate writes most of the songs, and yeah, I just play guitar in that band. It's a fun little project amongst friends.
Yeah, it really is, just amongst friends.
Yep.
So just staying active all the time.
Totally.
Playing,
Play music
singing,
all the time.
collaborating on stuff.
Yep.
You're also working on a soundtrack right now too for an independent film coming out.
This summer. I don't quite know the scheduling yet, but it seems like they're gonna film it in the summer, and then I'll probably be doing the sound. Start thinking about it at least now, but really start working on it summer and into the fall. But it depends how the whole scheduling of it works out, and you know exactly what goes down in terms of details and plans and everything. So
That's
but yeah,
exciting.
oh, for sure. I've never done it before, and it's gonna be a challenge. And Lydia already has some ideas of, you know, maybe like song themes, not like melodies, but like ideas of songs she wants, or types of songs in certain places. And so that's already like going through my brain, even though I've written a few things on piano that I just record on GarageBand, and then I'll go back to later and sift through. But I think it's going to be more once I see
That I was
something,
gonna
I
ask
think
you,
it's going to
like-
be more of a visual creation than, because you can't really, or I don't know how to do it at all, so this is going to be first time for me, but I think you need a visual, at
To
least
write the music,
something to have more of a feeling
Agreed.
that you can write the music around.
Man, it sounds really exciting. So when you came out, Piebald's been a band for 17 years, and you're still now playing like shows here and there that you get invited back to do like specialty things
Yeah.
that everybody can kind of come together, because half the band's in Boston, half the band's in LA. You've got your new main project, TS and the Past Haunts. You know, you're working with The Hunting Accident. You're now doing this independent film. It seems like you're really busy right now in music, which is awesome.
Yeah, this year's been
Right.
crazy, but in a good way. But
And
like,
it's just gonna keep going.
yeah, and it's only May.
How does TS in the Past Haunts like feel to you, or is it different than like where you were with Piebald?
I think one major way it's different is that we're just a 3-piece. There isn't any other. If I stop playing guitar, there's nothing there. I mean, there's bass and drums, but it's like there's no other thing carrying the treble. So I feel like it maybe makes my guitar playing a little different, because I'm trying to make things as interesting as possible with just one guitar, one instrument most of the time. So I think that's a little different, and I'm sure in some ways, although I can't explain how, that Los Angeles has changed my songs a little bit, and I don't know how. Like I said, I don't know exactly how, but it sounds like it came from the same place as Piebald, but hopefully it is maybe even not a progression, but a little different direction. So I guess it's different, but I think you can tell it came from the same source. Although maybe you can't tell that if you listen to it, but I feel like you can hear that.
That's awesome. Well, I guess, is there anybody or any advice that you would care to give anybody in the independent music community that could, that's kind of doing something similar, or like idolizes you, or or doesn't even know who you are, but it's just kind of like, this guy's doing something awesome, and like whatever. I mean, is there any knowledge you could bestow?
If you really love it, just keep doing it, because it'll eventually mean something to somebody, and then it'll mean something to other people, and then before you realize it, you're playing music to people instead of like just writing something with your friends in a basement. And that feels really nice that people care about the music you write. And I think that, that's like, those are feelings I'll carry with me for the rest of my life, even if I never was to play live ever again, or if something really bad happened. But like, yeah, I don't know. I'd say just keep rolling with it, because you'll get better, and somebody somewhere is going to appreciate what you make, and that feeling is a really cool feeling.
Thanks, man. Well, Travis, I'm psyched that you got a chance to come by.
Go back to Germany.
I know. I'm ready. I'm seriously ready. But thanks, buddy. I'll see you soon.